Hey, my name is Steve Mark. I'm just going to make a quick video. I want to talk to you guys today about something that's kind of cool. This is one of my first videos in 2025, but I'm actually going to talk to you about February 2026. This video is going out to martial arts instructors, enthusiasts, participants, anybody who has any interest in martial arts, or anybody who has any interest in the Bahamas. So that will probably include everybody. So anyways, for just a quick recap on myself, in 1993 I started training Wing Chun, and I began to teach Wing Chun about 5 years after that, in 98, 99. My kids were just born, and then I joined the military a few years after that. And in 2009, I switched over. I started training in the Israeli martial arts in the fight system first, and a couple of years later, 2011, I trained in Krav Maga under Command Sergeant Major Nirman Man. And since that time, I've just continued to train. I'm not saying that I have all the expertise or I've done all the most amazing stuff, but I've been training in martial arts for over 30 years at the time of this recording. So anyways, I wanted to do this for a long time. If you're like me, you've been doing martial arts for a while, you probably spent some money before on training. I can tell you one of my trainings that I went to, one of my first Israeli trainings, cost me about $4,000, and it included about a week of getting my butt kicked. I was so sore coming back with my assistant instructor that we basically were like taking turns getting out of the car to fill the car with gas because we couldn't walk from hitting each other in the legs so much. And I've done a lot of training since then. And for $3,000 or $4,000, typically a martial arts instructor training will include just that, instructor training. You have to pay extra for room and board. You have to pay extra for any entertainment you want to do afterwards. And you definitely don't get enough time to hang out with your favorite instructor or your buddies, because a lot of them are beat up from the training and they just want to relax in the room and they're nervous about what the next day might bring, etc., etc. When I went to Israel in 2017, the first training, I was there to film and train. I did some training and some filming of the training. And the very first training that I was filming was a 2-hour sparring match, and a guy got his ribs broken, and another guy got his arm pulled out of its socket. Like, it all happened in the first 2 hours of a week-long Krav Maga training. So, if that is what you're worried about, that's not the kind of training that I host. So, I'm going to tell you real quick. We're going to make this a very short video, but in February 2026, we are going to do a week-long training, leaving out of Jacksonville, Florida, going into the Bahamas. And it's going to be training and cruising, all right? So we're going to have lots of time that we're going to kick back and hang out. If you want to talk to your buddies, your instructors, you're going to have time for that. There's events for those of you who've never been on a cruise before. They have comedy shows. They have bars. They have unlimited food everywhere you look. Lots of amazing stuff. Plus, going to the Bahamas is also fun. There's going to be shore time in the Bahamas. I'm about to travel for a trip next week. It's just kind of a relaxing trip for my family and celebrate my stepson's marriage, and it's his honeymoon cruise, him, Matt and Ashley, and for me and my wife Tanya, it's our spent a year in Savannah, Georgia. We need a break cruise. So we're going to be on that cruise, but that's the same ship that I'm planning to host this next cruise next year. If you are an instructor, okay, and you have a small following of students, let's say you have 100 or less, let's say you have 50 or less, and you would love to do something fun like this, but it's very expensive, I want you to contact me about how you can get involved in this cruise with me, okay? I am looking for Krav Maga and Wing Chun instructors who want to run even a 1-hour time slot and can help by bringing some of their students, can make their trip paid for. So basically, I'm going to be charging $1,000 for the first instructor and $500 for the second, coming out of the same organization. The rooms through Carnival are approximately $500 as a double occupancy. So if you and your spouse go, you can book it for the two of you for about $1,000 for the cruise, including room and board and fun for you and your spouse. And this is another thing I'll say about trainings. I've been on several trainings where the training was supposed to end at 5 o'clock and it went till 7:30, and me and my spouse were supposed to hang out afterwards or do fun activities with my friends, and we couldn't because the training just kept going and going and going. And that's definitely not what this training is going to be like. We're going to have a Wing Chun certification, 25 hours, okay, is what I can promise you. 25 hours of jam-packed information, not all exercise, I promise you that. And it's going to be jam-packed with information on Krav Maga and Wing Chun, as well as the collaboration of the two systems, how they interact with each other. I'm looking to bring some Krav Maga experts in to help me do this and some Wing Chun experts to help me do this as well. So what else I would like to offer you, if you're already an instructor and you have a handful of students or even some family members or friends you'd like to do this with, to reach out to me, because it's going to be a fun time. All right, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a good networking time. My goal is to do this every year. If we can make this first one work next year, we'll do it every year, and I'll bring different guest instructors every year, and we'll build. Right, this is going to be level 1 Wing Chun and level 1 Krav Maga. We'll build the next year and the next year and the next year. But truthfully, I'm happy to go on a cruise, just me and my wife. But the cool thing about this is while you're training, your family members could be enjoying the cruise. There's lots of activities. If you brought your kids, there's activities for your kids, for your spouse, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Plus, on the shore, like I said, I'm not going to burn you out with training 10-hour, 12-hour days. We're just going to give you the information, and then you guys will be responsible for training it and honing it. So also there'll be private lesson for those instructors who partner with me. I will have opportunities for them. If you want to book time with them to do private training, we can do that too. So there's going to be more information coming. I am official representative of FIMA in Savannah, Georgia, the Federation of Israeli Martial Arts, and they are having their annual conference in May of 2025. So I will be there. If you have more questions for me, you can ask me about that. Like I said, this is going to be an exciting year, and I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys and training with you. All right, peace.